Hey everyone, and welcome to my new episode of Tainted and Tempted. So, I just want to say my episode of last week turned out great. I got new followers, I got good views. I just want to say thank you for that. And today we have a new episode today. So, I'm going to let my guest introduce herself and we're going to jump right into it for the new topic that I have for today's show. So, I have.
What's going on? It's your boy Kenny Black, 2C's no K. How y'all feeling?
Hey, we got Kenny Black. You know me and Kenny go back from way back. We went to
Way
middle
back.
school and public school together.
Elementary school. Yeah.
Yes, those are the good days. Okay, so today the topic is going to be what is determination? Okay, so what is determination? Determination means not giving up, even when something is hard. It's the voice in your head that says keep going when you want to quit. Maybe you're learning to tie your shoes, finish a school project, or practice for a game. It might feel tough at first, but determination helps you keep trying one step at a time. So, I have some questions to elaborate on this topic, and we're going to jump right into it. So, Kenny, what does determination mean to you?
For me, determination is like you know you're gonna do something despite your limitations.
Yes.
Like you know what your limitations are, and you know that there might be some things that you can't avoid,
Right.
like obstacles in your way. But you're like, I'm gonna find my way around that. It's like moving like water.
Exactly. That's a good way to say it. So, how do you stay focused when things get hard?
It very different things. Like some of it is just my ego and my just like like the New York in me is like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's not gonna stop me. You're not gonna hold me back.
Yeah.
And then honestly, I lean on my circle a lot. My team, my wife, my friends that are like when I'm feeling like I can't do something, I'm struggling. I'll talk to them and they'll give me the pep I need.
Yes, that pep talk. Yeah. To get you going in the right direction.
Exactly.
Yes, because determination is key.
Yeah.
You know, I love that word because it just makes me feel so good when somebody says determination. You got to have that determination to go far.
Yeah, and it's so you can see it in someone's face when they're
Yes,
determined. It's
when
like, they got that look.
Exactly. They got that look to go further. Yes. Okay. So why is it important to never give up?
Because I feel like giving up is a betrayal of self. Like if you give up on you give up on yourself, and you're betraying yourself. You're like, I can do something, and you stop yourself from finding it. It's like you might be able to find that goal, but you gave up before you can get to it.
Yeah.
And it makes all of the work for nothing.
Exactly. And like I said on my last episode when I talked about what is fear, determination plays a big role in fear as well. You know, you got to have that determination to get ahead. And don't let fear stop you.
Yeah.
You know, because fear can't stop you.
Yo, it's funny that you say that. I feel like determination is the remedy to fear. Because you can be so determined that you don't even see the fear. You're just like, all right, I know I'm scared, but I'm still gonna keep going.
Yes, I like that. So, can you think of a time you didn't quit and when it was tough?
Yeah. If we talking about comedy, I started comedy right before the pandemic, like 2019, right? And I was starting to roll. I was doing open mics. I started to do some shows. I even produced a show with my team in the January 2020, and I was doing it's like bringer shows they do in the city. You go, you perform, and if you do well, then you can possibly get booked for one of the shows in that venue.
Right.
And I didn't get booked for a residency, but it was like come back. In April for another show. You don't have to bring anyone, you can just perform. April of 2020. Things shut down March 2020. So I was like, I'm not even a year into comedy yet and everything shut down. But then people were going to like comedy outside and they were doing shows on Instagram and stuff, and I heard older comedians like, nah, I can't do that, I need real people in front of me. And so we're just surviving the pandemic. But then I was like, I'm too young in comedy to stop. Right? Like, yes, older people, I gotta say, you're used to performing in front of people, but I've just been, like I said, not a year in. So I'm like, I'm gonna go do this on Instagram. I'm gonna go do this on Zoom. I'm gonna find little people here that'll listen to me, and that actually helped me keep going during the pandemic. And
wow, that's great.
Yeah,
that is great. I like that. You had the hustle, you had the ambition to keep going and find your ways and way you wanted it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what helps you keep going when you want to stop?
My team. It's like, it's people like I feel like I can't fail in front of a lot of people, and I feel like I'm less likely to let other people down than myself. So if I feel like this is a team effort, I'm always gonna feel like I gotta carry my weight. I gotta do my part, and my part might be get up on stage or go find someone, because I also produce shows and talent, so I go get other comedians to be on shows. So
great.
I'm a genuine fan of it. So it's like, oh nah, I really want to be. I see it and it's like, oh nah, they're doing something dope. I got you too. Like, I know, right. But I gotta,
yeah. Okay, okay. So do you think anyone can be determined?
I think anyone can. I think what they're determined by varies, right? Like, you can be determined in your career. You can be determined in family. Like, I'm determined to be a good father and husband, and these things are part of it. So like, you can, anything that you want to, you can, if you can get past the fear and the discouragement that society and outside factors can put on you.
Yes. Okay. So how do you know when to push through or take a break?
that is something I'm working on. I'm gonna be honest. For one, I'm gonna listen to my body. You know, if I'm tired, like, I'm tired, and acknowledging that I may do it. I'm also Jamaican, so that's also hard. Yeah, it's like anytime I'm resting, it's like, you're lazy, and I'm like, no. So I'm always trying to figure out something else to do. My wife helps a lot, because if I'm doing a lot, I'll ask her, like,
oh, you're married? Yeah. Oh, so okay. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'll ask her, like, is this a lot, or do you know, she'll let me know, like, you're tired, you're doing too much, you got this to worry about, it might be something I forget that I have coming up, so I may have a day off today, and it's like, but take that time to break, because the stuff that's coming up, so you can rest.
That's why it's good to always have a planner too, or just write it in your phone.
I struggle with planners. I put things in my calendar, so my phone will alert me. That's the best I can do, but like a to-do, I gotta, like, get it done list. Just at some point, get it done, because I'll overwhelm and try to do everything in one day, and it's like, nah, you gotta take your time. You gotta spread it out. Yeah. So what's something small you stayed determined to do? So this is a small thing I started. I'm reading this audiobook. I'm big on audiobooks, because I can't sit still.
I know, right? And read. Same here.
So I need the audiobooks, and there's a book I'm reading by Gay Hendricks. It's called The Big Leap Year. It's the follow-up to his book called The Big Leap. And it's about, you know, taking that, like, big leap of faith into what he calls the genius zone. And this new book, it's daily, like, affirmations, or he called it little leaps, little things to think about every day for a year to help change your mind, help work you towards your genius zone.
Wow.
And so I decided to do it on my birthday last year, October 11th. Every day, it's like 2 minutes long of a leap that you read a chapter each day. And so every day for 365 days, I'm listening to it to see what'll change from, and I did it from my birthday to birthday, so I can go from, I'm 33 now, I'm gonna be 34, so like between 33 and 34, what has changed. And so every morning I'll listen to it, and I have a long note that I put the date, and what day I'm on, and I make sure every day I listen to that little small thing. And I'm up to like 300, I think today was 323.
That's good. Keep going.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna make it all the way to my birthday, and then I'm gonna look at the note and just think about what has happened from last birthday to this birthday, and I can go, oh wow, this something worked.
Yes, that's good. I like that. I definitely like to listen to audiobooks too, because just sitting there reading, you got so much going on. It's like, just audiobooks, you could just listen to it and just do things throughout the house and still listen.
Chores.
You know, chores.
Feel like I'm doing something like educational.
Exactly.
I'm not just,
Exactly. I also do Libby. Libby is an app that you could download books. Like if you have a library card, it's an online library bookstore.
I think my wife uses that one. Yeah, I use Audible.
Oh, okay. On Amazon.
The monthly, you pay for a subscription every month.
Okay.
And it gives you a credit, so you can get one book a month.
Oh, that doesn't sound bad.
Yeah, no, it's like $15 a month. So essentially, you get a book a month for $15, and you keep it. It's in your library. You download it. You can go back to it.
Good. Yeah. Yes. Reading is very essential.
Yes.
Yes. So can you still be determined if you feel motivated? If
yes.
you don't.
Can
you still be determined if you don't feel motivated?
I think so, because I think your determination becomes your motivation.
Yes.
Right? If you're like, I don't really feel like, but if you're like, I'm determined, then that's going to make you do it. That's
exactly.
Gonna promote you to do it. So you don't even need to be motivated. I feel like if you're not determined, you can't be motivated.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, so how can you show determination? Try again, even if you mess up. Take deep breaths when things feel hard. Tell yourself, I can do this. Remember, it's okay to feel frustrated or tired. What matters is that you keep trying. Determination is something we should always go by. The world is so powerful. Show your determination in everything that you do. Did you know over 70% of people in a large survey said they reached their goals because they didn't give up even when things got tough? So what can we learn from these numbers? Success isn't just about being perfect. It's about not quitting. Determinations help us grow, learn, and get stronger. And every time you keep going, you're building something amazing, self-belief. So let's keep our determination rolling and never give up. Now, with spiritual determination is a little different. Now, when we hear the word determination, we often think of working hard, chasing goals, or not giving up on school, sports, or dreams. And that's all true, but in spirituality, determination has a deeper, more peaceful meaning. Spiritual determination is about staying committed to your inner growth, your faith, or your connection with something greater. Like God, the universe, or your higher self. It means you keep walking your spiritual path even when life gets confusing, difficult, or lonely. Let's say you're trying to meditate every day and you're trying to be more kind, peaceful, or patient. At first, it's easy to forget or feel like it's not working, but spiritual determination means you keep showing up. You keep trying. You trust the process, even when you don't see big results right away. It's not about being perfect, it's about being steady. Sometimes you might doubt yourself. You might feel disconnected and wonder if your prayers, thoughts, or quiet moments really matter. But that's where spiritual determination comes in. It reminds you to keep your heart open, to keep believing, and to keep growing one step at a time. In spiritual life, determination is not about pushing hard. It's more like gently holding on to love, truth, and hope. So wherever you are on your spiritual journey, don't rush. Don't worry. Just keep going. With patience and trust, that's the true spiritual strength. Spiritual determination isn't about rushing or forcing. It's not about being perfect either. It's about staying true to your path, even when things are confusing, quiet, or hard to understand. Let me explain. Imagine you're planting a small seed. You water it, you take care of it, but for a while, nothing seems to happen. It's still underground. You can't see the growth. That's where the spiritual journey can feel like sometimes. You pray, you meditate, you read, you try to live with more love and peace, but the results aren't instant. That's where spiritual determination comes in. It's a quiet strength that says, I may not see the change yet, but I trust it's happening. I may not feel connected every day, but I'll keep showing up. Even when I feel lost, I won't give up on love, truth, or peace. Spiritual determination is about trusting the process, even when it's slow. It's about showing up with an open heart again and again. Even when your mind is full of doubts, it's about learning to sit in silence, to forgive, to keep choosing kindness even when no one's watching. And there's something important. There will be days when you don't feel like spiritual at all. Days when you're tired, upset, or questioning everything. That's okay. In fact, that's part of the path. Determination doesn't mean you never struggle. It means you keep going with faith. Even when you're unsure, it means you gently return to your center again and again without judging yourself. So I've been feeling stuck or far from your spirit. So if you've been feeling stuck or far from your spiritual goals, breathe. It's okay. You don't have to do everything at once. Just take one small step. Read one line. Say one prayer. Sit in silence for a minute and let your heart speak. Because every step on the path matters. Every moment of stillness counts. And your spiritual determination, even when it feels small, is carrying you forward in beautiful ways you may not even see yet. So keep going, keep trusting, keep returning to what's real. This is spiritual determination. Okay, so let's start the interview on you. Yes. So I just had to, say my little part on determination and spiritual determination. And I hope it sheds light to people and open up their eyes, because this is a real big thing that we need to discuss and talk about. Yeah. So yes. So just to introduce yourself one more time to my audience.
Yeah, I'm Kenny Black. That's BLACC. Okay, I'm not crip, just creative. I really had to say that one time at a show. I was hosting, and he came up to me. He was like, "Yo, you heard 2C, you Crips?" I said, "No, sir. No affiliation. I am just creative. I'm just trying to be different.
You're just trying to do your thing. Yeah, it's always something."
Yeah.
Okay, so how did you first get into comedy?
Oh, that's a funny story. Comedy was one of those things where I always thought I was funny, but never thought I was stand-up funny. I'm like, you around me long enough, you're gonna laugh.
Right.
I studied comedians because I thought, you're like, everybody's like, either you could sing, you girl, you do sports, but I just like to be funny. If you're funny, the mood is light. There's nobody's gonna be fighting. There's no beef if people are laughing, right? So that's always just been me. But one time, it's a situation. My best friend, shout out to his name is Lavelle. He's a singer-songwriter, and back in like 2019, early 2019, I think 2018, he was doing a show at Harlem Nights in Harlem, and he asked me to host it. Now, I used to do spoken word, I used to rap, I'm just a personality that's on stage.
That's great.
Right, so I was like, I bet, no problem, I'll host it. And then right before he was supposed to go on, right, he was headlining the show, so I was hosting, I was bringing other people up. Before he asked me to go on, he had a situation that he had to deal with. So he asked me, he's like, "Yo, bro, can you stall for like 10 minutes?" So I'm like,
I don't know.
Okay. I'm like, I can do a little 1-2, then bring the next act up. But I'm like, I got to be here for 10 minutes. So I didn't know what I was going to do. But it's in Harlem, and we went to high school in Harlem. And when I say that's my best friend, that's like my brother. So I'm close with his family. So his family came out to the show. His mom, his dad, his sister, brother, cousins. I know all them. So I'm like, all right, he asked me to stall. I'm just going to talk to them. Like, in the crowd, I just made fun of them. And I was talking about how I'm cursing up here on this stage. I'm like, I'm sorry, Mom. Please don't beat me. Because I'm talking about how close we are. So I really am just off the top of the dome just thinking of stuff for 10 minutes until I see him come back in. And then I'm like, all right, I bring him up. So the guy that allowed us to get the spot, his name is Joe Hill. He's another comedian. He does shows there. So he was the reason that Lavelle got the show. He ended up, I'm a teacher, so he ended up becoming a dean at my school that following school year.
Wow.
So it was end of 2018. So he's a dean at my school, so he saw me do the 10 minutes stalling. So he's like, yo, so I'm seeing him, I'm like, oh, what's up? So he had a Wednesday show every Wednesday at Harlem Nights. So I was just going to support him. I also used to have a radio show in Brooklyn, an online radio show.
That's what's up.
Right, so my DJ that was on my show, shout out to DJ Nightmare, he was also a DJ at the comedy show. So I'm just going to like support my bros. Go, and I love comedy, so I'm like, let me just go check it out. But every day I go, he's like, yo, when you getting up on stage? I'm like, I don't do stand up. Like, I'm not that funny. What you mean? He's like, bro, you're funny. I saw you do the show and stuff, you hosted, and you teach. And because he works at my school, he's like, I know there's something you could talk about here.
Right.
There's situations I know your students. So he's saying that, he's in my ear, and then something happened in one of my classes, like a situation with some students, and that's when I was like, it was one of those situations where I'm like, if I tell somebody, like, no one's gonna believe this. Like, this is just hilarious. And so I went, he's in my head, like, when you gonna get up on stage? So I'm thinking about that, and then I had just became a father in 2018, and I had a girl. So now I'm thinking about the thing in my class, and I'm thinking about my having a daughter, and I'm all the thoughts as a man who has a daughter, and all the worries we have, like my daughter becoming a stripper and things like that. And I'm thinking about Chris Rock, who has that joke, and I'm like, oh, like these thoughts are irrational, and they're like, she's an infant, and I'm worried about her becoming a stripper. I'm like, this is too right. So I was like, oh, maybe that can be a joke. So I'm thinking about all of this. So I have that's my team now, my black ass comedy team, are just some friends I went to college with. And I said, bro, like we were producing shows. So before one of our meetings, this is my line brother, my fraternity brother, at his house. I said, bro, before or after our meeting, can I get like 5 minutes to perform for y'all? Like, I wrote this set of some 5 minutes of jokes, because I was like, if these are honest people, if I can make them laugh, then I know I'm funny. But if I'm not funny, they will tell me respectfully. Like I won't worry about being booed or them making funny. They'll just be like, this ain't it, and then I'll know, and nobody has to know.
Right.
I did it, and they laughed. Wow. Like really laughed. Like I was like, oh, okay, so I can. Yeah. When I took that 5 minutes and I went to Harlem Nights to Joe's show, he put me on, and
that's it.
Yeah, I've been rolling since.
Wow, look how God makes things happen.
Yeah. I'm big follow the signs. I don't know if you ever seen the movie I Am Legend.
Yes.
Right, and there's the part where the daughter's like, look at the butterfly.
Yeah.
I'm like that. I'm following the signs. I'm like, what's the odds I do the show, then Joe becomes working at my school, then the situation happens. I was like, little stars are aligning a little too much.
Yes, it is. You got to see it like that.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so what's your favorite joke to tell, even when you told it to 1,000, even though you told it 1,000 times?
My favorite jokes I've edited, I talked about my students, and in my class I had this situation where these two kids are like arguing with each other, and they're like, yo, you man ugly, you you
know how that goes.
You get no girls, you look like that, like, but I teach special ed.
Okay.
Right, so these two kids are arguing at each other, and these two kids are twins. Like,
what?
Exactly. Like that's not the whole joke, but like that's essentially the joke, is the setup. And I'll tell you about the situation in my class. I really had two twins that did not like each other. Like what it was is one grew up with dad, one grew up with mom. And then by the time they got to my class, they came in like October in 7th grade. And I think the one who's living with mom is now living with dad. So now this is their first time like going to school together, being around each other, and they're like clashing. So it's us in this as teachers and parents who are teaching them how to have a relationship.
Right.
But I'm like, really, like, nah, he's like, nah, he's mad ugly, and I'm like, these are identical twins.
He's your twin. Oh my god. He said that.
He's like, nah, look at his face. He always looks sad. I'm like, it's like, you know, the mask, the laugh now, cry later. Like, that's who they were. And I'm like, no one is gonna believe this. So once I told that joke, I'm like, this is my favorite.
That's your favorite joke.
Because I thought about, I'm like, how do I tell this, right? And the best way was to hide the fact that they're twins and just talk about the interaction and the fact that I teach special ed, and they try to do some of the stuff general ed kids do, but they don't do it right, like bullying. Right. And so I lead up to that, and then the joke is that they're twins at the end. So that was it.
Oh man. Okay, so do you have a go-to joke for when a crowd isn't laughing?
I mean the twins one is usually a killer.
Okay.
I also the same thing, the thoughts about my daughter. I talk about my daughter and my wife a lot, but like I have this one where I'm like, my daughter is when she was like 2, she's like taking off her diaper for like no reason. I'm a new dad, so I'm like, what's happening? I'm like, girl, just because we from the Bronx don't mean you gotta strip. It's you know what I mean? It's like little things like that, just talking about me and my daughter, and just the things that I think about. Like, my train of thought is.
And how old's your daughter?
She's 7 now.
Oh, beautiful. What's her name?
Jayana.
Okay. Jayana. Okay. So who were your comedy idols growing up?
Oh, that's like asking my favorite rapper. My biggest one's Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac, yes.
For sure. Him downstairs, that kid's a comedy, changed my life.
Yes.
Definitely him. Steve Harvey too, because of his hosting ability. Yes. I really like I like hosting. I like facilitating the show. Honestly, him and then Cedric too. Like those three are big for me. Chris Rock, because I thought about the stripper joke, and Kevin Hart.
Oh yeah.
Kevin Hart gave me the blueprint that let me know I can do it.
You could do it.
Yeah, like talking about audiobooks, his first one, where he's on the cover with puppies, he talks about his journey. And he gives so much of a blueprint that I listened to it and I was like, oh, I can do that. Like he's talking about going from Philly to New York every night and to get in shows in the cities, to get in the clubs and stuff. And I'm like, I'm in New York. I'm in the Bronx.
You could do it.
So I'm gonna just go. I'm gonna just go down there to where he was going, or look it up. And I've just met comedians throughout doing it. So he was one that I'm like, okay, I see what you're doing, and I can actually do it. I'm big on, like, you know, you see people do stuff that you're like, I can't.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan, but him, he's like, this is how I did it. I'm like, oh, I can follow.
He broke it down.
Yeah.
You know, it's a good one, Martin.
Oh yeah.
Can't forget about Martin
now. Martin, Eddie,
Chris Rock.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All of the Wayne's family.
Yeah, you can't forget about them.
Not at all. Eddie Griffin, who's underrated. He's like country but intelligent in his comedy. You're like, oh man, this is And big Ali Sadiq right now is another one that I'm like, I aspire to his storytelling ability. Yeah.
Real good?
Yes, immaculate.
Oh.
Came from.
Okay, so what's the best advice you've ever gotten about your comedy?
One of my comedy friends, I'll call him, his name is Alex Babbitt, he told me to perform in different places. Right? Like I'm consider myself a Harlem comedian because that's where my start was.
Right.
And because I like to perform for my people. I want to be around black people, and it's not always a comedy club. Sometimes it's like a bar or a room, and it's what he said was environments where the room, you kind of got to fight the room, right? There might be people ordering food or the bartender or just people talking, like you got to compete with that. Whereas in a comedy club, people know that they're coming there just for comedy, so it's a little more quiet. The venue is set up for it. Like the bar might be outside where it's not in the room. So it's like he said, perform in different places. Okay. Because then it's sharpening different skills. So you're a little more versatile.
That's a good piece of advice to tell somebody.
Right. Just go there and try to be and do the same thing, but it's just certain stuff that you'll naturally pick up on. Like, oh, if I have more, like, if I'm talking like this quickly, because it's like I gotta make sure they hear me before the noise.
Right.
But if it's like they're quiet and they're listening, it's like, oh, that silence can be nerve wracking.
Right,
it's
it
like,
can.
Oh, like, are y'all quiet because I'm not funny, or are they quiet because you listening and there's no other background noise that I'm used to. So it's, okay, now I gotta pay attention to what I'm actually saying versus like, oh, you're laughing at my face or something I'm doing.
Yeah, you gotta read the room.
Exactly.
You do. Oh, okay. So what's the hardest part about being a comedian?
The hardest part is the time to do it. Like, you would think it's the joke sometime, but it's like to really be like a heavy comedian, you're in the clubs, you're out at like nighttime if you're in clubs, or you're traveling, and like for me, like having my family, being away from home can be tough, or just like I said, my day job, so I work during the day. If I want to be in the clubs, I'm out all night, so I can be burning a candle at both ends. So it's figuring out how you want to do this. Like, first it starts off like, just let me see if I'm funny. And then it's, okay, can I make this a career? Or can I do this? And it's not paying the bills.
It's not
right now, right?
Yeah,
so
right
like,
now.
Yeah,
but soon it will come.
Yeah. You got and that's the thing to figure it out. Like, do I want to be a comedian that's in the clubs, or am I producing my own shows? Am I traveling? Like, am I trying to get on TV? Like, that's the hardest part. Because the joke part, I be thinking that's hard, and then sometimes I get on stage and I say shit that I didn't even know I was gonna say. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like I have to let that part go of myself. Like, I'm gonna be funny, but it's actually sustaining it. Like, I gotta leave home and be out at night. That's the hardest part.
I got you. Okay, so do you ever laugh at your own jokes?
All the time. All the time. If I'm not laughing at it, I'm not saying
it's not funny. Yeah.
Because I'm a genuine fan of comedy and fun. Like, I study funny. I don't just study comedy. I'm like, what makes something funny? Even when I'm watching cartoons or I'm watching movies or just people and like people laugh, I'm like, what made you laugh?
Right.
You know what I mean? Because
right.
Sometimes it's like the way you said it, that was funny, right? Or just something like that I'm just like, I study funny, so I want to make sure that I'm laughing at it, because if I laugh, you're gonna laugh.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I know they say if you're the only one laughing at your joke, it's not funny, But because I study funny, I'm like, nah, if even to myself, I'm like, nah, I can't, that ain't
it's
it.
not that. Yeah.
I've told that to myself out loud, like, nah, that ain't it. Don't say that. Don't say that, man.
Okay. So what's your go-to joke when you're nervous?
Um, it's tough. The go-to joke is likely the twins joke.
The twin joke, okay.
Because it's like pulling from my life is the easiest thing for me to do. I don't have to think that hard. It's just I just have to remember it. And I be smoking weed, so I be forgetting things.
I hear you.
But my nerves are usually, honestly, icebreakers is the best thing. Like something that happened in the room. My hardest part, honestly, the hardest part about getting up for me is how do I get into my jokes? How do I I'm just meeting you and I'm gonna make you laugh. You know, you know somebody around them, you can make them laugh because you know them. If I don't know you, it's like, all right, it made me laugh. So now I gotta break the ice, and so I try to find something in the room, like either something somebody's wearing or something somebody said before I went up, something that happened that's like because you're in this room, only you can laugh. And once I do that, then I can say anything.
Then you say anything at that time.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, he's funny. Now I'm willing to listen. I talk about my irrational father thoughts.
Right. Okay. So what's been your best show so far?
So far, I'm gonna say I just did a tour. So I co-produced with my friends. It's called the Black Ass Comedy Show. It's a tour. We travel around the country. We've been on the East Coast so far, and we just did one in June. And the show on June, I think it was 20th or 26th. We were in Brooklyn at damn, I'm forgetting. I'm blanking right. 275 Park. And usually I host the shows, right? And that show I had one of my friends. Shout out to Funny Feet. She hosted that show for me, and I was able to headline that one. And that was fun because it was the first time since the first show we ever produced. I got to headline a Black Ass Comedy, and I went off. Like I was talking about stuff new. I got to do some new stuff. I got a longer time. That was just comfortable for me, and it was in Brooklyn, so a lot of the people that were in the audience are friends, family that come to see me. And it just felt it felt good. It just felt good to do. So I was just hyped about that one because the overall everything, we produced it, this friend and family, and I got to be loose, not work in a different way. So it was just a good look.
Okay, good. So what's your favorite part about being a comedian?
Honestly, it's learning about myself, right? Because I've learned that I feel like to really be funny is to be vulnerable, allow yourself to be vulnerable, and I learned that I had issues with vulnerability, like being vulnerable. As a black man going to Bronx, we not the most.
We all do,
you know what I'm saying? So it allowed me to face my vulnerability in order to bring it to the stage. If I'm ready to laugh at it, then I'm comfortable with it. And it's like, oh, okay, I can face that. And then once I laugh at it, then I can like deal with it in my real life.
Wow.
Right? And stuff like that. Like when I joke about my daughter being a stripper maybe, but like that's really a concern, or just like what she might become, and like what my role is as her dad in that. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh, I can laugh, and then it's like, all right, but now I can talk to my wife, like, this is really what I'm feeling.
This is really what you think, yeah.
Yeah. And then the people that I meet through it, like I've made some friends through comedy. I've gotten to travel and see different states and stuff like that because of it. The people that reached out to me, like I'm in a fraternity and I got to host, I'm in the Psi Sigma, Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. In 2023, I got to host our Founders Day event, which was at the Renaissance Hotel in Manhattan. It was over 300 people.
Wow.
And just because I did shows with my grad chapter during Zoom during the quarantine, that they connected me. They, other chapters in Harlem, they knew, and they were like, "Oh, we need a host," and so it's just the wheel that's just been spinning out from that.
Great. And also, you have a movie, a screenplay coming up. Tell me about that. Yes.
Actually just happened. I got a lead role in the stage play called The Bachelor Pad, by Byam House Entertainment. Shout out to Samantha Byam. It's called The Bachelor Pad, about 4 men who used to be, I guess, were college roommates and now live in a bachelor pad, and they're at different stages in life and see where they go through, ups and downs, self-sabotage, things like that.
Right.
And it's my first like professional stage play experience. So, and I went in for not even the lead role. I went for like the best friend role, but they were like, "We want to see you read the lead role." Wow. I think because he's a former college football star. And I think it's because I got the dreads.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, he got the dreads, and he look like he in the gym. He can play this role. So yeah, so I'm interested. I'm hyped. It's November 15th.
Okay.
Is the date of the show. It's going to be at the Schaumburg Center for Black Research and Culture. I'm butchering it, but it's November 15th, and this year is the 100th anniversary of the Schaumburg.
Got you.
So yeah, so the play is gonna be part of the celebration. It's the Schaumburg Center for Research in Black Culture in Harlem.
Got you. Okay, yeah. I would like to check it out.
Oh, definitely. Yes. Yeah, please
yes.
do. I'm gonna make sure I send it to everybody. I don't know the exact time, but that's the date. November 15th at the Schaumburg. Yeah, we start rehearsals like next week. Us reading and stuff next week.
Okay, that's good. Well, Kenny, keep going. Don't give up. Sky's the limit. Make it happen. Continue with your comedy and everything going forward. Yeah. Blessings is going to come your way. God is on your side. Okay.
I appreciate
yes, that. Yes. Okay, everyone. So thank you for tuning in to the Tainted and Tempted podcast. I just want to let you know, stop what you're doing and subscribe down below. You can also add me on my Instagram, which is Tainted and Tempted _TV. My Facebook, which is Tainted 2 _ Tempted podcast. And yes, I'll see you next week. Bye-bye. Yeah.